Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so nervous right now and my heart is like pounding, so if I like talk weird, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about having new VDSs be delivered that give me that kind of reaction. I think it's just being excited, and I'm also just like super nervous because this is my first ever personal rings custom VDS, or my first personal rings VDS at all. And I kind of just guessed on the measurements to kind of have it the way I like it. If you're familiar with any of my pocket VDSs or whatever, I basically would order them with no pen loop, and I would narrow them so the tabs would come right up to the edge of the planner. That's just the look that I like. And I figured out a good formula with pocket rings, but this was my first time doing it with personal rings, so I kind of had to guess. So I'm really nervous because this is a really expensive planner. This is personal velvet sand, and I actually also ordered a personal size JL brown, which that won't come until February, but at least if I want to make any changes, like if I have the VDS and I'm like, I wish I would have done this, at least I should be able to catch my JL brown in time to make a change if I want to. So let's go ahead and open it. I'm so nervous. Like I said, this is my first personal Spek in general. So I've been using my Moterm in personal rings until this comes. Now it's here. I am so scared. Let me make sure this is recording. Yes, it is. Okay, good. I have the camera at a weird angle too, because I didn't feel like setting up the tripod in the normal overhead way that I do. I was just lazy. I really just wanted to get this filmed. I don't have the ring light on either, so it's just natural lighting, but let's go ahead and open this, and hopefully you're at an okay angle. Here is my Flyleaf. This is the first time I've ever ordered a Flyleaf. This is a lot thinner than I expected, which makes me really happy. So this is the first time I've ever ordered a Flyleaf with any of my planners. I didn't even order a Flyleaf with JL Brown. I don't know why. I guess I don't know, I really liked a velvet sand Flyleaf, but I guess I just didn't feel like I needed it with JL Brown. Okay, here we go. Here it is. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh my god. Okay, I'm being so dramatic. So, let me explain what I did. Oops, I have a bill over there. Hopefully that wasn't in camera view. So, okay, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna put my stuff in it, and then we're gonna see how it looks, and then I'm gonna explain what I did. Oh my goodness. Keep it on top of this. Well, it looks narrow, which is good. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I do have velvet sand. This is not my first time with velvet sand leather. If you're familiar with my channel or my Instagram, I do have a pocket size velvet sand. And I just decided to do velvet sand as my first personal planner, simply because velvet sand, I think, is my favorite color of all their planners. Yes, it's very sensitive and that kind of sucks, but it's my favorite color, and I wish the color showed up true on camera. It's a lot more pink in person. So it tends to show up very brown nude on camera, whereas in person it has a beautiful pink undertone. It's very pinky. But velvet sand, just the nude shade of this, is just totally up my alley. I love all colors and I love all aesthetics, but I feel like velvet sand and Stardust Croc kind of most matches my personal aesthetic, I guess. But I also love experimenting with browns and rustic tones, which is why I have a pocket undyed. I would love a personal undyed one day. And I went with velvet sand for my first personal because it's a color that I know I love, and that is really me. But then I decided for my second personal, I got the JL Brown, which first, JL Brown is a brand new leather to me. I don't have a JL Brown in pocket. In pocket, I have velvet sand, Stardust, and undyed. So yeah, JL Brown is a new leather to me, and I don't know, I also just really like the rustic brown, so I'm excited for that. Okay, let me put my stuff in. I am so nervous. Might take me a minute to get everything in here. It's never easy to shove like a whole stack of things into rings. Damn it. I really don't want to have to edit this either. I just want to be able to put it up. But basically, I will talk about one thing. So I did not get a back pocket. And I always get back pockets. I'm a huge fan of a back pocket. But I decided not to because the velvet sand leather is insanely stiff. Like, it is crazy stiff. Like, the undyed doesn't lay flat, the Janet leather doesn't lay flat, but velvet sand is a whole other story. Like, holy crap, velvet sand is so stiff. Like, it's not just thick, but it's stiff. So I decided against the back pocket, and I was kind of worried that it would be too thin, but it's not. I like the way it feels, and I do not regret that. I did get a back pocket on my JL Brown because I really like the Janet leathers, like undyed and stuff with a back pocket. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do this. Like, I am nervous. Okay, so I guess I'll just kind of talk about the measurements as I'm trying to put this stuff in. So when I order my pockets, I get the 20 millimeter width with the 25 millimeter rings, and then I remove the pen loop. And that makes it so the tabs come right to the edge, which is what I like. And then obviously there's no pen loop. So with Personal, because they don't have that kind of option, I mean, with Personal, they do have 25 or 30 millimeter rings, but I prefer 25 millimeter rings, which is like, I think their smallest. So what I did was I ordered the 25 millimeter ring standard, AKA Personal, and then I narrowed the planner by 8 millimeters per side. Now, Petra told me that I could actually narrow the planner by 10 millimeters per side. She said 10 millimeters would be the exact like narrowing to where my tabs would like truly come right up to the edge. However, because I got a Flyleaf and because I like to stuff, like my Moterm was pretty stuffed. So I was worried that if I did like 10 millimeter and I closed my, and my planner was stuffed, that I would have some overhang. So I decided to do the 8 millimeter instead, just to be safe. So I guess my fear is kind of just that it'll be, oh my god, no, it's perfect. Okay, thank god. Oh my god, it's perfect. Oh my god, it's perfect. Oh my god, it's perfect. Look, do you see this? Can you see? Can you see? Do you see? Can you see? It's perfect. Okay, thank you, Lord bless. I'm so glad I did this. So look where my tabs come. They are pretty damn close to the edge. I mean, honestly, they kind of come right up to that seam. So if I had narrowed it by 10 millimeters per side, I mean, I don't think millimeters are that big to make that much of a difference, but I was just worried that 10 millimeters per side would be too narrow. I saw somebody who narrowed her planner by 10 millimeters per side and she barely had it full and her stuff came to the edge. So that's why I did the 8. Also, this feels so interesting. Like, it feels so squishy, kind of. It feels different from my pocket. And like, look at it from the top. Like, it looks so much thinner without the back pocket. Like, it just has that thinner look without the back pocket. It even feels different. Like, I feel like I can feel, like, I don't know, it just feels thinner, which obviously I guess that makes sense if you're going without a back pocket. And like I said, I love back pockets. I feel like I barely use them, but they're just like a comfort thing to me. Oops. Let me try to clip. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's perfect. It is perfect. I was worried. I got the chunky clasp. I was kind of like worried if I should. I did not do anything with the clasp other than make it chunky, and I was worried, will it be too short? Will it be too long? But I do think it's perfect. Probably could have been a little bit shorter, but like that's fine as long as it like looks normal and it's not too long. Sorry, I'm jumping from thought to thought. Ooh, it's new VDS day is a crazy day. But I do, back to what I was saying about it feeling thinner. It's interesting because it feels thinner than all my planners that have back pockets. However, that without a back pocket clearly is not making a difference because it still doesn't lay flat, which I knew it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't lay flat. I just basically thought that taking away the back pocket might help that ever so slightly. Over time, it should train it. And to be honest with you, I do think this is a lot better than what it would have been. I think if I would have gotten a back pocket on this, it would have been worse. So I'm happy with my decision to not get a back pocket. Like I said, velvet sand is the only scenario in which I'll do that. If I'm getting a Janet leather, undyed brown, I'm getting a back pocket. If I'm getting a croc, I'm getting a back pocket, because like the Stardust croc is actually really thin leather. So like the velvet sand is such a thick leather, Stardust is a thin leather. I actually have a YouTube video on my channel that is kind of talking about all the different Spek leathers, at least the ones that I own, which is Touch Me and then the 3 that I've been mentioning. So if you'd like a comparison between Spek leathers, definitely check that out. The Flyleaf, I love the Flyleaf. I love how thin it is. Super happy I got it. Like I normally don't get Flyleafs because, I don't know, I just don't feel like I need them. I kind of like having, you open up my planner and I kind of like having my dashboard as the front view. But I saw like Hannah, Caffeine and Paper Co. I just really loved her Flyleaf in Velvet Sand. I don't know what it is about Velvet Sand and a Flyleaf, but she totally sold me on it. It was so pretty. But I decided not to do it for Jail Brown just because I don't normally get them. I didn't feel like I needed one, but also I got a back pocket on Jail Brown. So if we're thinking about cost, I try to keep my customs to around 300, like maybe a little bit over, but like that's what I try to keep my customs to. So for Velvet Sand, I didn't get a back pocket, so I saved money there, but I added a Flyleaf, so it ended up making up for the money. Jail Brown, I was definitely getting a back pocket on that, so I is that the word? I decided to forego the Flyleaf. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can clip my little things. This is amazing. I am so in love. I could not be more in love. Obviously I have to spray it, but like, I could not be more in love. Like this is what I was waiting for. So this is my, this is the same setup that I had in my taupe Moterm. I wasn't planning on changing it. I thought that this setup actually matched really nicely with Velvet Sand. So I just was gonna keep it just like this. I wasn't gonna change out any deco or anything. I've just been really lazy with planner deco lately. I think because I spend all my free time like collage journaling. So I haven't been like making planner deco or whatever as much as I normally would. But I was gonna keep all this in here because I felt like it matched. And then the next time I actually do a complete overhaul and switch out all of this deco will be in February when my Jail Brown comes, because this is, I feel like, more of like a nude vibe. And with Jail Brown, I kind of want to do just more like, you know, like rustic earthy browns. That was my plan. So yeah, here she is, Velvet Sand. I am so in love. It's definitely weird to get used to not having this back pocket because it definitely feels thinner. But if there's any leather I'm gonna forego it, it's gonna be Velvet Sand. And how stiff, because this leather is just so stiff, you would not, it's insane. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say just to go over it. I'll go over everything again real quick. This is the 25 millimeter. See, I feel like, look, see in the back? Oh my God, that was a dog hair. I better go spray this before I, you know, mess it up and then I'm pissed. You can feel the ring, like you can feel the rings a lot more. Like there's like a little indent from the rings. That never happens when you have a back pocket because there's just so much leather. It's just like that extra bit of leather. But again, I am happy with my decision. I mean, I feel like I could have gotten a back pocket and asked them to split the leather thinner, but I'm kind of happy I didn't. I like the way it feels. I like the way it looks, and I feel that it laying flat has a better chance without that back pocket. So, yes, but I will very much enjoy back pocket on Jail Brown. I think also the Janet leathers are so squishy, like undyed and Jail Brown are so squishy that when you have that extra back pocket, it just gives it more squish and it's so satisfying. Whereas Velvet Sand isn't, to me, Velvet Sand's not a planner that like I enjoy for its squish. I don't like the leather for the squish. I like the leather for the color and the soft texture, but the Janet leathers, I'm all about the squish. Okay, let me shut up. 25 millimeter personal rings, which I think they call standard. Is that what it is, standard? I got square corners. This is obviously Velvet Sand, matching Velvet Sand stitching. Square corners, chunky clasp. Didn't do anything else to the clasp, so that's just normal. Chunky clasp. I didn't do anything to the inside pockets. Kept it exactly as is because I love this pocket layout. I did not get a back pocket, which obviously, like I'm saying, is a first for me. All of my other customs have back pockets. I added a Flyleaf. I asked to remove the pen loop, and I narrowed the planner by 8 millimeter per side. But if you're interested in doing this, know that you can go up to 10 millimeter per side. So if you don't like to fill your rings, you could do 10 millimeter per side. Petra said no more than 10 millimeter, otherwise you're gonna have overhang. But you can see where my tabs and where everything sits, and that is narrowed by 8 millimeter per side. I think 10 would have worked, like I do. I think 10 would have been fine, but I am happy to have the 8, and then if I want to add more to the rings, like, it'll be fine. So yeah, that is it. That is everything. I'm gonna go take my stuff out now and spray it. I use Apple Guard spray on my sensitive leathers. So I sprayed Velvet Sand, undyed with Apple Guard. I did not spray my Stardust. I just didn't feel like it needed it. But I will be spraying this Velvet Sand, and I'll also be spraying my Jail Brown when that comes, which isn't until February, so it's a long way away. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for unboxing this with me, and I'm in love. I'm so happy this worked out. It's very nerve-wracking when you like try something new with a custom and you've spent all that money, and then you get it. If it's not perfect, the only thing you can do is sell it. And you could sell it, get the money back, and reorder, but then you're waiting another like 4 months because their processing time is so long. So I'm really happy. This is perfect. I am so in love. Thank you so much for watching, and I have quite a few videos planned for like the end of the year. I want to do a planner update, and I also got a new planner, a new book-bound planner. It hasn't come yet, but I'm going to be filming about that. So definitely keep an eye out for more videos. I actually moved into Pocket Palm as my like pocket on the go planner. I was previously in my Pocket Undyed as my on the go planner, but I moved into Parm just because I thought Parm and Velvet Sand together would be really pretty. And also I like how this is durable, so I can throw it in my bag and I don't have to be all freaked out about it like I was about Undyed. This is just one of the ready to ship ones, if you can tell, because I would never order a skinny strap, round corners, or a pen loop, but this is a ready to ship, so I had to. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbing. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.